Good question from Alex back behind me here. Tori's coaching on the floor, so I can jump out here and do this. But if you're interested in learning how to get your numbers, what your numbers are, so we can figure out what kind of progress you are making, go to gritgym.com/SS, and we'll be able to sit down and get those done for you on the InBody. But this is what you need to know about how to determine if you're making the progress that you want or not. If you're losing fat and you're gaining muscle, we're not getting super aggressive on the calories of losing fat, right? So we need to adjust that a little bit if that is not what you want to do. If you're gaining muscle and losing fat at the same time, we're probably getting pretty close. But if you're losing more muscle than you are losing fat, it means that we're not eating enough calories, and that could put us in this like kind of starvation mode sort of thing where your body's actually holding on to fat because you're stressing out your body in a way that it's not going to recover from necessarily as well as what you'd like it to. So it'll just hold on to more fat, and it's going to catabolize your muscle a little bit. Not as hard as you might think to do, okay? If you've done a lot of these InBody scans and seen people do this like month after month after month and go through this and see their progress, you'll start noticing what I'm talking about. Now Alex asked me this question. She's like, what if my muscle mass is going down faster than my fat mass? Okay, well that means that we've gotten way too aggressive on the number of calories that we're going into a deficit on, okay? You need to be in a caloric deficit if you're going to lose fat. That doesn't mean that you gotta count every calorie that goes into your body. That would be just redundant and awful and just be annoying. You don't need to do that, okay? There are better ways to do this. Besides, it does matter how much like activity you're doing. It matters how much the absorption is. It matters what you're eating. Okay, so calorie counting is just a silly way to go about this game. We need to think about what we how do I say this? What type of food is going into your body way before we start counting calories. Maybe when we get down to like you're trying to get on stage to move around in your skivvies for what do you call those, fitness competitions, which I don't totally understand. Whatever you're into, your thing, it's cool with me. But we don't do a lot of that out here. But if you need to lose some fat, then you need to be measuring. You need to know where your numbers are. Okay? If you don't know where your numbers are, you're flying blind, and it'd be just really silly to do that. Okay? You could just be hammering and making no progress, all because you're trying to take in too little calories, or your muscle mass is going up and your fat mass is going up because you're taking in too many calories. Until we do some activity and get your food type worked on, then we have no idea how your body is going to do this thing. Okay, we need numbers, we need regular check-ins, we need to track stuff. Okay, that's why we have this sort of stuff. But if you're seeing your body, go up in fat and up in muscle, okay, that means that we're taking in more calories than we need. And that's not necessarily a bad thing if that's what you want to go on. Now, if you're seeing more muscle loss than you are fat loss, then we've gotten too aggressive, okay? We want to be somewhere in the middle of those two, probably for most people, okay? So that's how you read your stuff. That's how you determine how you're making the progress that you want versus the progress that you don't want. And if you're interested in learning more about this, getting your numbers done, go to gritgym.com/SS, and we'll have you in, and we will do your numbers, and we'll help you make a plan. But go to gritgym.com/SS, and we'll help you with it.